Flames reached for the sky, consuming the longhouse and the dead Wolfen. Carl watched mutely, shoulders stiff, fists clenched. Guilt still filled him, leaving little room for anything else. Time passed. The sun set and the fire continued to rage. It consumed only the buildings, ancient magic protecting the forest. Long after the fire died and the clan hold was completely gone, the magic would remain, defining borders between trees and home. No longer home. Carl looked bitterly away, ending his vigil. He turned his back on the clan hold, putting away every happy memory. He had a heavy task before he could be happy again. The human bodies were piled outside the clan hold, weapons beside them. Carl didn't fear discovery. The Wolfen were good at hiding, at being away from human civilization. It was no accident these slayers were here, and no one was going to stumble upon their remains. Using the light of the blaze, Carl began searching the remains for anything to identify the killers. No wallets, no IDs, not even car keys. Frustration welled, and Carl growled. Rising, he kicked ahead into the falling night. Times were troubled, but not so much that humans would invade the Shadowlands to hunt Wolfen. Even trolls had left humans alone in this decline of technology. And if mankind was up in arms, why come so deep into the woods after the Blood Hills clan? Carl would have to get his answers the old-fashioned way. Track them back to their homes and investigate. Taking a deep breath, undressing, he settled himself for the change. For 18 years he'd been able to harness the beast in his soul, and for 18 years the shift had hurt. Time had given him the ability to ignore it, but had never lessened the strain on his body. Bone lengthened, torqued, shortened, joints creaked and popped, ligaments strained to their limits, tendons and veins standing out against fever-hot skin. His skull throbbed as it shifted, teeth withdrawing into his jaw. The pain grew worse, white-hot across his nerves. He began to growl, collapsing, thoughts dispersed. Intolerable. Like always, Carl survived. Sometimes he didn't want to. When the change ended, so did the pain. Nothing lingered, leaving no hint of the agony he'd undergone. Carl rose on 4 long legs, a lean silver wolf. He shook himself, settling into his furry self, then set to his task. The clan hold was intensely different to Wolf's senses. The world lit up with scents and sounds, feeding his brain vast amounts of information. As Wolfen, he was able to process all the sensory data of the animal and understand it as the man. Death and fire made him edgy. Carl's hackles rose, but he quelled the instinct to run. He nosed the dead humans, getting their scents, then began circling the hold. The woods smelled richly of the clan, and he whimpered as he made his search. Ignoring traces of his friends and family, he sought only the sour tang of human and weapon. A single pass around the clearing told him much, none of it pretty. The humans had come from downwind, skulking along a dry stream. This deep into the Shadowlands, the Blood Hills had no need for guards. Would that they'd remained vigilant, as in the old times. Nose to the ground, Carl followed the trail miles down the bed. The slayers had been determined to make a trek like this. After an hour of travel, he found their vehicles, and one man left on guard. Carl growled and began to charge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share with others. Social media links are below in the description. See you next time.